Hello, lovely viewers. You're welcome to another glorious segment of Generational Changes. I am still your adorable host, Ajoy Shraba. Our first segment was great, and I promise to bring you another great man to inspire and make a positive impact in our lives. So, with me here today is a very great young man. So, come with me as I introduce to you Ochapumaiti. Ochapumaiti, you're welcome to Generational Changes.
Thank you so much, Isaba.
So who is Ochapumaiti? Just tell us something about yourself.
Actually, my name is Matthew Akanko. I was born in a town called Biafaransa. That is the Bulisa district from the Upper East region. Uh, my dad was a pastor, but fortunately, right now his mate was a Baptist pastor, and was being raised up at Gwenja district, that is Central Gwenja. I started my schooling over there, and then my senior high school also from Tamil, by God grace, I made it to Sudan Technical University. So I believe for now that is all about me.
That is great. Ochapumaiti, let's go to your academic field. You started school. Did you face some challenges? Do you have challenges when it comes to your academic field?
Yeah, actually, I have about 3 or 4 challenges. Uh, as I start school, JSS okay, that is Central Gwenja district, now called Savannah region. I was being qualified to uh, Tamal Poly, that is intermediate first SS. I was able to attend 2 SS, and the challenge was that the reasons why I was able to go to 2 secondary schools was that I was not having somebody to talk to. Fortunately, my mom also passed on. My mom passed on very early when I was very little. So due to that, I was not having somebody to talk to. We were only 3 children that my mom and my dad gave birth to us. So my brother passed on very early as well when I was 14 years. So when I qualified to secondary school, I was supposed to offer electrical engineering. So fortunately that I was being given a course building to do block laying and concreting at then. So I was not having the interest to do block laying and concrete. But what will you do? Because I was not having somebody to express my feeling to. So I have uh, to just obey what my dad and my stepmom said to me. So after I finished with that side, I was not having the interest to further such a way that I'll go and do CTC1 because it was a pure technical. So after that one, you have to do part one, part two, part three before you get to HND. So I never have the interest. So I complete 288 and I sat in the house whilst my colleagues were going to training colleges, universities, because they have the opportunity to go to senior high, that is senior secondary. But I went to the technical because the Tamal Polytechnic Intermediate was a technical institute. So after I finished with that one, I have to just stay in the house. Then with the calling to do electrical and to become an electrical engineer, then I believe with people that talk to my dad, they were able to push me ahead to another secondary school, and that one too is a technical institute to do electrical engineering. So my first challenge was that I was not having somebody to talk to, somebody to advise me, somebody to feel my feelings. Because I believe that if my own mother were to be there, she will listen to me, and my brother too will listen to me. And then my brother also was in the academic field when he passed school. My first challenge was that. Secondly, to when I qualified to the university, that's Sudan Technical University, my dad also was being laid down by sickness. So my dad no money to uh, go to tertiary. So I'll have to work hard. So doing offering technical work at the technical institution as electrical guy, I still have to now go to the field to practice what I have learned. But no avail. I have to learn how to operate tractor such a way that I can farm people's land and other things. Then I was being able to gather some little money to pay my school fees halfly. And after that, after vacation or end of the semester, I have to go back and work hard such a way that I will be able to. And by God's grace, I'm able to pass through the university. And today I'm doing my service. Yeah.
That is so warm-hearted. But let's get to your ministry.
Okay.
Okay, you're a pastor.
Okay.
For your information, he's a pastor, prophet. I never knew until one day I visited him and I got to know. But let's get your ministry as a pastor. But one thing is most people don't know that you're a pastor because we call you Chapo. I call him Chapo also. But what inspired you to enter into this ministry? What inspired you? You know, there are some people who say I was called by God because of my stomach. But what inspired you to enter into the ministry?
Israba, thank you so much for this wonderful question. One thing that inspired me is that each and every one calling, as we earlier on, some people are called because of the stomach, but some people also being called by divine. I will say my calling is divine. I will not say because of my dad was a reverend minister for the Baptist church, definitely I'm supposed to be a pastor. No. But I have rejected the calling since 2007 when I went to my first secondary school. I rejected the calling, but still, wherever I find myself, any gathering, especially Christian gathering, wherever the Christian gather and I go, like in church and other things, the pastor will call me and said, if you are not able to fulfill the promises of God in your life, you can't make it. That is one. If you do not accept his calling to become a pastor, any work you do in this world, it will not succeed. So wow, okay. So what do I do? And then I was not able to differentiate the calling of the Lord and then my own feelings. No, I was not able. I can't differentiate that. So I was being running by my own. Until one day a strong uh, tormenting fall upon me, and I have to see a prophet. And that prophet is now a renowned prophet in this particular nation called El Bernard, Bernard El Bernard. That came to Tamil Polytechnic, and then now called Technical University. And then when he came to the school, then I went to him for prayer. And then he told me that the truth of the matter is that I have to do the work of God. So I decided to accept the calling, no matter how it is. Then I just start doing the work of God since that time, since 2007. But then I have not accepted fully until 2013. Then I decided to say no. let me go to the Lord and do the work of God. And today, I found myself in the work. And when I came to Shingani Technical University, then I was being chosen to become evangelism coordinator. Then from the evangelism coordinator, I was being made the church president, that is the Baptist Church on campus. And after being made the church president, another year to the second year, by God's grace, the school also called me to become the chaplain. And today, up to now, we have made it up to national, become the national president. So I said, it's divine.
It's
It's
divine.
not.
That was sometimes you just listen to stories and you just feel like, oh God. But I always say this. Sometimes where you are, the purpose of which God sent you there is not for what you think you want. Especially when it comes to education. Sometimes you are there, God just send you there to do his work, but not for GPA. He made a mistake. His focus was on academic fraud, but at the end of it, we got to know. So I would urge all of us to always try as much as possible to ask God to let His purpose take place in our lives. I should always come to parents aspect. Looking at the story of your parents in connection with your life story, what do you have to tell parents out there?
Yeah, Inshaba, my advice to parents, or what I would tell my parents outside there is that they should try as much as possible and listen to with the children. Sometimes the feeling of the child is very important to his personal life. Myself, as an example, if my parents or my dad were to pay attention to me and listen to my feelings, I believe that today I'll be a senior officer somewhere because my major desire was to join the army and my major desire was to offer electricals very early stage. So if the parents will pay attention and give ear to we the children, I believe that it will help. But they shouldn't be autocratic on us. Autocracy that some parents are there that I want to do this. I want you to do this. This is my feeling. I would like you to do this. If you do not offer this course, you will not be my son, or you will not be my daughter, or you cease to be my son. And that one will help. But to we the youth also outside them, my colleagues, no matter how it is, whatever you pass through, still hold on to God. Still trust the Lord. I have passed so many trials and pain. For example, I complete school very early stage. That's my 18 years. I was able to make it to my first secondary school. But right now, I complete tertiary late hours. But the Lord has glorified me. So we the youth, whatever that happened in our life or came across our life, came across our intention, we still hold on to it, hold on to prayer, hold on to the God. I believe that God has a purpose for us. Some mistakes are bound to happen such a way that it will shape you. I believe that my last word today is that if I were to complete university early, maybe right now, like I will complete school just with a name, but with the glory and honor that the Lord has given to me, being a chaplain, being a president, being a national chaplain currently, like that one will not be sacrificed. So, delayance to God is not a denial. Delayance to God is a way that He's shaping you to fix into some particular place perfectly. And so, I wish that anything that happened to us, we should have trust in the Lord. That is the last
Okay, I don't even know what to say, but we have to say something.
one.
I know you are blessed, indeed. A great story has come out from such a great young man, Ochapo, but he's perfect. So you just wait on that. I know you are blessed because I am also blessed, highly blessed and favored with this story. I've learned a lot. Don't give up. Don't give up on your vision. Whatever that you want to do, no matter the situation, don't give up as he did. Continue, push harder, work harder, and pray to God, and He will help you out. Phew, I don't even want to close, but let us close. Next time, I will come your way with another great personality to make a positive impact and also bless all of us. So stay true as we go. Bye.